Hi everyone. As we know, we're approaching Shavuot in a few days, and always, as we always say, forewarned is forearmed. So Baruch Hashem, we always approach every Chag. We like to share the halachas, a few basic halachas, just to be prepared and just to know what's coming. So just to focus on a few points, because Hashem, Shavuot is coming, and as we know, the big thing about Shavuot is staying up the whole night. So I just want to number a few things. First of all, you'll notice that if you're in a shul, those that will be observed in a shul, but if not, if you're davening at home, then you can only daven Ma'ariv once it's for sure nightfall. That is because the Torah tells us we have to count 49 complete days, and therefore if you bring in Yom Tov early, like an early Shabbos so to speak, you don't have a complete day. So you need 49 complete day, means 7 full weeks. Daven Ma'ariv. Then there's a minhag, as you all know, to stay up the entire night. It's a very strong minhag. It's actually not brought down Halacha, but it's brought down, the Mishnah Berurah brings down, quoting them, the Arizal, that the early Hasidim, the early Tzaddikim would stay up the whole night, and it's really been accepted, as you know, upon themselves. But just to know, if people are unable to stay up the whole night for whatever reason, or they'll feel they'll affect them the next day with their own tefillah shachris, it's understandable, and they don't have to feel like they're breaking Halacha. It is a strong minhag. The Mishnah Berurah brings down a source, maybe possibly a reason for the minhag, is that on the night before we received the Torah, by Matan Torah Har Sinai, Bnei Yisrael went to sleep, and Hashem had to wake them up the next morning. It says, a cold mama daka, and there was lightning and thunder which awoken them and frightened them. So it says Mishnah Berurah, maybe to mataking, to fix up for that, we stay up the entire night. Whatever it may be, and people are able to do so, it is brought down in Shulchan Aruch Harim that some people can stay up the entire night and learn Torah and focus the entire night on the Torah. Muftach loy, it is certain for him that he'll complete that year healthy with no bodily injury. That's what's brought down. So there is a strong inyan for staying the whole night. Now the big question everyone comes up to always get frantic about is, what about the davening in the morning? That is, what can and can we not say? We know every year, and we always sometimes get confused, etc. So let's keep it very simple. There are 4 parts of davening, and for men 5, which are the question parts. So let's get the first one is Al Nitilas Yadayim in the morning. If you've slept the entire night, Al Nitilas Yadayim you should not be able to say. Number 2, Asher Yotzar. Number 3, Elakai Neshama. Number 4, Birkas HaTorah. Right, so it's actually 5 and 6 for men. The 5th one is Hamavir Sheina Meina, the bracha of that. So as I correct myself, everybody is 5, for men there's a 6th one. The 6th one for men is the tzitzis. The tzitzis they wear on their body, not as a talis cotton, the tzitzis. You cannot make a bracha on it. So what do? What should be done? So very simple. For Al Nitilas Yadayim and Asher Yotzar, someone who slept the whole night. In the morning, they should go and use the bathroom, the restroom, and after say Al Nitilas Yadayim and Asher Yotzar. If someone does not use the bathroom, you cannot say Al Nitilas Yadayim and Asher Yotzar. That's number 1 and number 2. Number 3, Elakai Neshama, and the bracha of and the bracha for Birkas HaTorah. And number 5, the bracha Mavir Sheina, you should be yotzi with somebody else who has slept. Someone else who has slept will say those brachas for you, and you'll be yotzi with them. And now the 6th one for tzitzis, that is a suffix, and the best way to do it is if you are someone who wears a talis, you make a bracha on your talis and have kavanah to include your tzitzis. If you do not wear a talis, then you should be yotzi with someone who does wear a talis. So those are the 5 or 6 areas. Okay, again, Al Nitilas Yadayim and Asher Yotzar. Go to the bathroom in the morning and can make those 2 brachas. Elakai Neshama and Birkas HaTorah and Hamavir Sheina, that to be yotzi from someone who slept. And the talis cotton, either be the tzitzis, be yotzi either your talis or someone else's talis. What if for some reason, again, maybe at home or somewhere you could not be yotzi somebody else's Birkas HaTorah? So what should be done then is when you get to the Ahava Rabbah Tefillah before Shema, You should have kavanah there that you're being yotzi now for birkas haTorah. Okay? That is, in a nutshell, what you were prepared for. Now, what happens if you do sleep a little bit at night? What is the minimum amount of time needed for sleeping that you can be now, so to speak, permitted to say these things and consider sleeping? So the definition for this is called shishim, is like 60 winks, so to speak, which is defined as half an hour. So someone who sleeps for minimum half an hour is now obligated and now can say all those following brachas, right, min haTorah, and can be yotzi other people if need be. That is a nutshell. And then again in tefillah the next morning to be ready, we'll be saying Megillas Rus. There'll be akdamus, which is said before the Kohen says Aliyah. There's Yizkor as well. For those who will be in shul, there'll be Yizkor. And then again, what's very important to remember, this year Shavuos falls out Erev Shabbos. So those who are at home, etc., don't forget to make an Erev Tavshilim, which is done Erev Yom Tov, with 2 cooked foods. The minhag has become that to use like maybe a hard-boiled egg and a roll or a challah. Thereby that we are showing that we've started to do our cooking process and can continue on Erev Shabbos, excuse me. Just a final halacha to mention is what happens, it should not happen, but if it does happen, someone forgets to do the Erev Tavshilim. And it's now Yom Tov, Erev Shabbos, remembers, oi, I didn't do the Erev Tavshilim. Halacha is that b'di'evid, you can rely that someone else in the neighborhood has done it. And by doing that, if someone else does it, b'di'evid, it suffices for the neighborhood. So again, prize number one, you do it yourself. If for some reason you forgot, you can rely that somebody else in the neighborhood did it. Wishing you all a wonderful Yom Tov, and please God, hopefully soon we can be back together in the shir, not through Zoom or WhatsApp videos, but live. Have a wonderful Yom Tov, and we should all be zoiche and merit to really receive Kabbalah Torah this year and to see Mashiach b'mher yameinu. Good Yom Tov.